Well, it's time to start splitting some wood. I must say that I'm very happy to have this splitter back and operational. I uh, I screwed up last year in the fall, just when I probably had a dozen blocks left over to split, and I got to tell you, something happened to me that was just incredible. Um, as this blade was cutting the block, it actually split, but there were knots. It was kind of a gnarly block of wood. It didn't split completely, and it basically grabbed it and pulled it back with it as it came back. What happens was a piece of wood ended up hitting this, bending it over, splitting this little piece of um, pipe here that's got high pressure hydraulic fluid in it, and it was Mount Vesuvius all over again. This was incredible. I couldn't believe the pressure, and I'm so glad I wasn't injured. But this little piece broke slightly, and it was just incredible. So I managed to shut everything down. There was oil all over the place. I cleaned all of that up, and I managed to get another part. Champion was really good. They shipped me another part immediately. I repaired it this spring, and now I'm ready to continue splitting wood. And I've got to tell you, I've got a lot of wood to split. There's a lot of standing dead trees on the property, mixed in with some birch. So I'm just going to start cutting this year and hope for the best. But yeah, this is it's good to have this guy back. Nice thing about this Champion splitter, it's got good power. It's a 25 ton. So, I mean, 20 ton, 25 ton, 30 ton, to me it's all the same. You don't need that much power, but it's the cycle time. The cycle time is quick. So that allows us to split wood in a quarter of the time of the old splitter that I used to have. So let's get her going. Oh, and my dog does not like me starting engines. No.
guys, I'm not a big reviewer of stuff, but I figured I'd talk to you about this Champion 25-ton splitter, which I really like compared to the last splitter that I had. So I'll just go over a few of the features or a few of the things that you need to look out for in a splitter. One of the things that was really impressive, I mean, I knew this was the cycle time, the amount of blocks, the number of blocks of wood that I would be able to split was much higher than the splitter that I had. But man, I did not realize how important it was. I think there's like a 10-second or 12, 11-second cycle time on this. And I was able to do this hardwood here. I mean, it's birch. I mean, it's not super hard, but I was able to do this birch very, very quickly in a matter of minutes. So, and the blocks aren't insignificant either. So as we take a look at this, it was easy to assemble. I brought it over by boat, so you can imagine that carrying something like this assembled would not have been cool. So I actually took it out of the boat piece by piece and assembled it on the dock. And then, boom, it had wheels. I took my ATV and pulled it off the dock. So that was nice. It also tilts. So if I want to, I can lift this entire mechanism up and just put the logs on the ground, the blocks on the ground to split that. But one of the things to keep in mind is be very aware that this little device, or any of the hydraulic fittings for that matter, are subject to getting broken somehow. And I mean, I did not expect it last year. It was just a real eye-opener. And then these little holders for the wood, they'll get mangled. I mean, this is brand new last year, and we ran, I don't know, 8 cords of wood through it, and you could see it just, they end up getting mangled a little bit. Just accept that from day one. And just be aware that you don't want to get any knots caught in this grill. Otherwise it will, it will damage it even more. But, a little bit of bending here and there, I don't care about. So that's it. Fast cycle time. 25 tons is plenty. We get some really gnarly white pines and stuff that's just terrible to split. So it just goes through that like butter. I must say that I was concerned about the engine. It's like maybe made in China type of thing. I'm not sure, but it just looked a little Mickey Mouse to me. And frankly, it starts easily. It's got lots of power, and it runs well. So we'll see what happens. And frankly, engines do fail. If they fail and the manufacturer backs it up, then I'm happy to get a part as long as they've got them, right? So that's half the battle.